What's going on, everybody? What is going on? We're talking week 6 start bench show, and we're doing it live. So file on in. Morning show, the week 6 morning show. Let me put that on the screen here. File in. We're going to be answering your questions regarding these games right here. The Tennessee Titan Baltimore game is obviously still going on right now. Lamar just got the ball back. Tannehill was carted to the locker room. We'll go over some of that as well, but the Fantasy Football Show morning show begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live!
Monday through Friday,
8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the
What is going on, everybody? My name is Smitty. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show morning show, the Start Bench Show, and we're here to do it live. Appreciate you all. File on in. Let's hit the questions. Let's try and take care of all your week 6 dilemmas. I got Instagram over here. I got YouTube over here, and we'll be doing it live until kickoff. Lamar's definitely a tough play. I mean, he can run. He can figure out a way to score a touchdown. His wide receivers definitely are not thriving. Zay Flowers scored a touchdown. That's good, but it's definitely something to where you're concerned about. Okay, is Zay Flowers in the best spot? This was my concern about Baltimore when it was announced Zay Flowers was headed to Baltimore. It was like, okay, I like the fact that he's the number 1 for his offense, but God, man, the guy could be so good. Zay Flowers is elite. He's elite. He's elite in the making. He just can't get there with Lamar right now. Lamar Jackson's got the ball at the 9-yard line. Garrett with the first super chat of the day gets a standing O. Thank you, Garrett. Lamar throws the ball. Is that Zay Flowers looking good? Okay, Zay's amazing. PPR flex starter, Pitts, Johnston, Mingo, JSN. Chat, what do you think on this one? Johnston, Pitts, Mingo, JSN. Can we get a chat vote on this one? I'd love to help Garrett out on this 50-50 call, or this 25-25-25-25 call. Barkley is expected to potentially play, but they're optimistic, but we don't know how much of that is smokescreen. What's up, Instagram? Appreciate you being here. Hall or Olave? Probably Olave based on the matchup. Ayuk, Robinson, Cooper. Ayuk and Robinson who? Allen Robinson? Garrett Wilson or Kirk? Clarify your question, but definitely probably Amari, I guess, with Olave. Olave's not sitting, guys. Higgins or Olave, we're not sitting Olave. What's the chat saying on this one? Pitts, Johnson, Mingo, JSN. Can we get a vote here for Garrett? Garrett, appreciate your super chat. Second super chat here is from Jared. Trade Gibbs for Pickens. If you need a wide receiver, I don't hate that trade at all. I like Pickens a lot. I do like Gibbs. I think Gibbs shouldn't be discarded. But if you need a wide receiver, that's not a discard. I like Pickens a ton. Brees or Hawkinson, I'd probably go Hawkinson for safety and a PPR. But I do like Brees Hall a lot. It's really hard to sit him, but in a safe way, I'd probably say Hawkinson is probably the safer choice without JJ and all that. He's probably going to be spoon-fed. Looks like we got a bunch of JSN votes here. I mean, I guess go JSN. Andrews catching the football downfield. That was a nice little pitch and catch. 1st and 10. Lamar just needed to hear me talk bad about him. Komet or Logan Thomas? Herbert or T. Law? I'd probably go... God, it's risky. Look, Herbert's safer. No doubt about it. Would I start T. Law over Herbert? I might this week. I think T-Law is going to go nuts, but it's a risky play. Understand what you're doing. You're dice rolling, bro. Understand that. And I'm going Komet over Logan Thomas because Komet and his offense are looking like they're back on track. So that's how I would handle that. You made me draft Cunningham in Dynasty in August. Fire emoji, Thomas says. I sure hope Cunningham gets his shot, and they should use him a little bit today. Okay? Brees or Hawkinson. I already answered that one. Hawkinson, appreciate that super chat. This one right here, Chuba or Foreman. I'd lean Foreman, but the matchup's nice, but either one, they're probably close to the same. I'm going Kmet over Thomas, and I'm going T-Law. But that's me. You're doing a dice roll move going T-Law over Herbert. Herbert is the safer play. If you're an anxious Angus, don't do that. Do the safe move. T-Law Stroud, if you're an anxious Angus, Jack. If your name's not really Jack and it's Angus, bro, you may want to go Stroud, but I'm going T-Law. Pierce, Akers, or Gibson. I'm going to go Pierce. I'm not messing around with those other options. We got a $20 holler from Salty. Salty, appreciate you.
Super chat alert.
Salty, we do the quicker version of it on Sundays just to get through it. Downs, Palmer, Salty to the moon. Salty, let's send him to the moon too. You get a moonshot as well, Salty. $20 holler on a Sunday morning. Downs, Palmer, Brian Robinson, pick 2. Probably Brian Robinson and Downs. I like Downs a lot. So does Minshew. Lamar scrambling for a first down. He got hit. Come on. Are we protecting the quarterback so badly that he's trying to get a first down and he's literally a yard away and he's trying his best to get there and you get a late hit or you get some kind of roughing the passer when he's literally trying his hardest to get that yard? Is that what it was? Need one Rondell, JSN, Charbonnet, or Ahmed. I might go Ahmed, bro. Just because he's the second running back in that Miami Dolphin offense, and they tend to use 2 very, very much. It's a risky play, but that's my play. Hill, Puka, Ferguson, or Diggs, Keenan, Allen, Hawkinson. Hill, Puka, Ferguson, Diggs, Keenan, Allen, Hawkinson. Talk about even Steven, bro. I guess. Man, I guess I lean the Hill side by a hair, but that Hawkinson addition makes it really, really tough, bro. Need 2 out of 3. If the chat disagrees, please vote. Need 2 out of 3 PPR. Bourne, Rondell, Moore, Ahmed, and probably. I don't like the other 2 options, bro. I guess Rondell Moore. I don't know. What did Bourne even do last week? Is someone? Maybe Bourne's more involved. I don't know. That's tough, man. I guess Rondell, but that's really, really tough, Steve. I don't like that option. I wish you had a better option. Thomas, Ingram, or Kmet. I'm going to go Ingram. Maybe even hedge a little bit that way because you've got Fields, so I go Ingram. JT, Olave, Addison in the flex. I'm going Olave. If I had to pick another one, I'd probably go, I suppose, Addison, then JT until we see JT's role fully evolved. Pick 2, Goddard, Kmet, White. I'm going to go, man, I guess Goddard and Kmet, which is hard to do, pick 2 tight ends, but it is what it is right now. And I do like Rashad White. I just don't know what his volume is going to look like. DeMarcados and Ahmed. I'd probably go Ahmed. And then I'd go DeMarcado if you need a second. That's a close one. I like Ahmed a lot. T, Barkley, London, DeMarcado, pick 2. I'm probably going to go T, Higgins, and Barkley. I mean, Barkley is a risk, man. They're saying that they're optimistic he's going to go, but could he be limited? I don't know. DeMarcado's solid, I guess, if you want to take no risk whatsoever. So I guess if that's the way you're leaning, then DeMarcado. Laporta or Logan Thomas from the badge. Patrick with the badge, appreciate you. Laporta, bro, he's good to go. Laporta's good to go. I mean, he should be good to go. That's what they're saying. So, hey, thank you for the badge, Patrick. Patrick to the moon. Let's send Patrick to the moon from Instagram.
To the moon.
Appreciate you, Patrick. Thank you for the badge. Anybody's bought a badge, I appreciate you very much. Okay. Paul with a super chat. Paul says, Smitty, Kittle or Logan Thomas. And I'm gonna start reading off green name questions as well. Anybody that's got a YouTube exclusive membership once I get through the super chat. So I appreciate you all very much for being a YouTube exclusive member. You absolute monsters, you. Kittle or Logan Thomas. You got to go Kittle. Kittle's coming off a huge game. You just got to go Kittle. I couldn't use matchups at this point. Falcons are horrible against tight ends. Look, Logan Thomas is a nice play, but I don't think I'm sitting George Kittle off a hat trick. Just doesn't feel like it. Feels dirty. It feels dirty, bro. Wilson or London over Smith or Ayuk. Wilson or London over Smith or Ayuk. You can't sit Devontae Smith. You probably can't sit Brandon Ayuk. Whether or not the guy's active, involved, sometimes runs the ball, I just probably would go Ayuk. Addison, Garrett Wilson, Brees, Foreman, start 2.5. Give me Addison and Foreman for safety. Give me Addison and Brees Hall if you need a little something. You're potentially needing a little bit of a spice to win this game. A little bit of risky action. I'd probably go Brees Hall there, but safety's Foreman. Play Herbert or T-Law. Traded Waddle, Stroud for Lamb. Herbert safer. T-Law's higher risk, higher reward. Kevin, I start T-Law, but that is a risky play. If you're an anxious Angus, don't do that. Play Herbert. Pick 2, PPR, Amon-Ra, Olave, Osborne, London, Dotson. I'm going Amon and Olave. Come on, Deckard. We're not sitting our studs, bro. We're not sitting our studs, Deckard. Anything can happen on Sunday. Last minute gut check. Pick 1, Olave or Debo. I love both of them this week. I probably go... I don't think I could sit Olave, but Debo should have a very good game. I've talked him up all week, so you have a dilemma on your hands. You need to make a trade, and you need to figure out a way to get both of them in there. I've been 50-50 all week, PPR, Osborne or Amari. I go Osborne. Osborne's got a guaranteed amount of touches. Monica, appreciate you. Monica Fields of Dreams, JSN or pick up Ahmed 0.5. Your shirt's on the way, I believe, too. Ahmed 0.5, probably Ahmed. And then Goddard. Ahmed Goddard. I'm not trusting Waller. I can't trust Waller. Ahmed Goddard. Do it live. Appreciate you. All right. Green name questions. Good morning, Smitty. Let's go 6-0. Thank you, Biden. Appreciate you. Moon emojis from Thomas. Mealy. Okay, thanks. Peyton says like the show. All right. Green name questions. Let's go. As well as super chats if I can fit them all in. And Instagram people, appreciate you. Addison, Everett. Let me see if I have any more badge questions. Laporta Thomas, I think that was the last one. Laporta. Cervantes, appreciate you. Love Watson, White, B-Rob. Got offered Skywalker and Waller for Kelsey. I'd rather have Kelsey at this point, bro. But it's super, super close. Very, very arguable. Walker's had his bye week all out of the way, but I'm drafting Kelsey higher. Hall for St. Brown. If you need a RB, I like the Hall side. If you need a wide receiver, I like the St. Brown side. If all things are equal, I slightly lean toward the St. Brown side by a hair. But it's really, really close. Very, very close. Do I start Hall or Kyron? You go Kyron. You can't sit Kyron. Kyron's a good play. Kyron's always a good play right now. Do I start Hall or Kyron? Kyron. Thank you very much for your super chat, my broski. Overcome, thank you for yours. Brees or Swift? I'm going Swift right now. Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson's a solid play this week. Stashing JSN, Mingo, or Bourne. I'm going to go JSN if I'm in stash mode. Professor Stroke, welcome to the YouTube exclusive
to the moon
membership. Professor Stroke, appreciate you getting all signed up. D-Class, I'm going to stash JSN if this is truly like later on. Hi, Smitty, got Komet because Waller injury early in the week. Now Dell is out. Play Waller and Komet or drop Dell and grab Curtis Samuel. Komet's not bad. I don't like Waller though. I mean, I don't know. Anything can happen. Waller could have a big game. Watch. I'd probably rather have. I don't know if I want to drop Dell though. I guess I play Waller and Komet without dropping Dell because I don't want to drop Dell. I like Dell a lot, but that's a tough one. Samuel's not bad, but is Samuel worth like dropping Dell? I don't know. What if Samuel has 3 points and then you don't have Dell anymore? I don't think I drop Dell. I don't think I drop him. Purdy or T-Law. I go T-Law this week. DJ or Swift. DJ Moore or Swift. I go DJ Moore, I suppose. Everett, Otten, Conklin. I probably go, I guess, Otten. That's really tough. Travis, I like Foreman, says Matt O. Appreciate you. Renegades, start 2. Nico, Addison, Nico, Addison, Garrett Wilson. Probably, man, Addison and Nico maybe, but Garrett Wilson is a really nice play. Downs or London, I go Downs. Oh man, this is flex equals Downs, Foreman, Lockett, Addison, Moss, PPR. Probably gonna go Addison. Addison, my guy. Kyron or K9. You got to go Kyron this. Well, you need both of them in there. Why? That's a trap, bro. Like Kyron and K9, you got to find a way to make a trade, broski. You just do Burrow or Purdy. I'm going Burrow. You can't. This is a question you're gonna get wrong every week. I mean, if I had to lean, I guess I would lean toward Kyron, I guess, man, but I mean, good God, you're going to get that wrong every single week. I don't know. You got to play both of them. Pick 3, Michael Wilson, Mingo, JSN, JMO. You're the best. You're the best, Nico. Pick 3, I guess Michael Wilson, JSN, and JMO. But like, good God, man, that's a really brutal one. Super chat here. Super chat here. I think I got Komet because of Waller. Oh, I did that one already. Thank you. I appreciate that, Horde. Start Wilson or JT. If it's Michael Wilson for the Cardinals, I'm going JT. If it's Garrett Wilson, I'd probably go JT, but very, very hard. Brees or Young. Superflex, Brees Hall or Young. I'd go Brees Hall over Young. Smitty, you're the best fantasy football YouTube channel to the moon. Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate you.
To
the moon.
To the moon, Ethan. Appreciate the compliment. And I'm only here because you're here. And $10 hauler gets you a moonshot, Ethan, so you're a monster. Nico or Wilson? I'd probably go Nico with Tank Dell out. That's a really good question. Young says, thanks for the membership. Young got one from... Someone dropped... who dropped that? Professor Stroke, welcome to the YouTube exclusive membership again. Mr. T dropped 5 YouTube exclusive memberships.
To the moon.
Mr. T, you absolute monster, you. Doing monster things, Mr. T. Mr. T to the moon. Zay Flowers did respectable today. Yeah, we knew he would when we talked about him all week as being a really good play. Also, game time. Blessings, y'all. Thank you for your gift, says Slim. Yeah, if anybody met Jeff Wilson, he's not playing. Joe, appreciate you. Full PPR. Ford, Godwin, Ayuk, DeMarcado, or Hubbard. I can't sit Ayuk in this lot of players. He's just a different level. I know there's concerns about environment and everything, but Addison or Nico, probably Addison. Both are very good starts. I mean, with Tank Dell out, maybe Nico's higher risk, higher reward. Higher risk because they're going to be focusing on him and trying to shut him down. But higher reward because, I mean, goodness gracious, man. I mean, without Tank Dell there, he could go crazy. So he is definitely the higher risk, higher reward. What do you all think about Olave or Brees? I'm going Olave. I love Brees, but I'm going Olave. Nico or Hollywood? I'm going Nico. That's where I go Nico. Olave, easy, says finish. I agree. DeMarcado or see if Barkley plays. That's the million dollar question, man. I guess I would lean toward Barkley, but I mean, if you don't have Breda, I'd pick up Breda just in case. Nico or Hollywood. Nico. We answered that one already there, Lewis. Standard Justin Fields or Herbert. I'm going Fields with the matchup. I like it. I'm doing it live. When Dingo says start Jonathan Taylor, Stevenson, or St. Brown. I'm going St. Brown. If I had to go another one, I'd go Taylor. Yeah, Nico again. It's tough because they'll be locking him down, but he's the only wide receiver, so it's like a catch-22. That's why Nico's high risk, high reward. If he had a great matchup, that's why he'd be high risk, or he'd be low risk, high reward. But where the glasses, they're right here. They're right here. Foreman or Ahmed. I'll probably go Ahmed for high risk, high reward for upside, and if you want safety, go Foreman. Foreman's a good play. But definitely feel like Ahmed would be higher risk, but definitely higher reward in a very explosive offense. Went with Barkley and sat Spears. Good choice for now. Nice job, Young. Way to use your noggin, broski. Appreciate you for the super chat. You are the man, the myth, the legend, the man we call Young. Young to the moon. Appreciate you, Young. Windingo. Wildcats. 499.5. Need one flex. Moss, Garrett Wilson, London. I'm going to go Garrett Wilson in this one. With injuries to the defense, I'm feeling pretty good. Currently, Pierce is the running back 2, and he changes. I maybe go Moss and Garrett Wilson, but that's me. I don't know. Chat, would you go Moss or would you go Pierce? Any changes? Played Moss last week. I don't know. Guys, Moss or Pierce? That's the one that I'm going to struggle with. I don't know that I'm going to struggle with that other one. Purdy or T-Law? I'm going to go T-Law. It's very, very close. Purdy coming off a huge 4 TD game. I don't blame anybody for wanting to play Brock Purdy, but I would personally probably play T-Law. Smitty, pick one, James Cook or Gabe Davis. I'm going to go probably James Cook for safety, Gabe Davis for higher risk, higher reward play. AR considering season-ending surgery. That's correct. Pierce for me, Moss, Pierce, Moss. I'm taking Moss over Pierce's finish. $5 hauler from Shining. Appreciate you. Have to start Hall, Hubbard, or Ford. I'm going to go Hall. Hubbard might be a tad bit safer, but I'm going to go Hall. Also flexing Higgins or KJ Osborne. I would say Tennessee. Who is that? Spears running that ball all the way down the field. Did you see that run by Spears? Yeah, right when Young said that, Spears ripped off a huge play. Sorry, Young. That was at least like a 50-yarder, right? 40 or 50-yarder, easy. Spears looks like he's jogging down to the 4-yard line. Unbelievable. I have to start Hall. I'm going Hall there, but Hubbard is safer. And then Higgins, KJ. I'd probably go Higgins, I guess. I'd probably roll with Higgins, but that's really close. Man, Spears, that was a great run by Spears. Traded Gibbs for Flowers. Look, if you need a wide receiver, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I get it. You can't wait on. Not everybody can wait on what's going on there in Detroit. So, but I do love to hold Gibbs and just stash him and treat him like a home run hitting sleeping giant. JT, Nico, Barkley, Hall, DK, one running back, one flex. I'm going to go with JT and probably DK, I suppose, with the matchup for Hall. But man, I don't know. Hall and DK is your higher risk, higher reward play. JT and DK is probably your safer move, I suppose, if you could word it like that. If you need safety, like if you're projected to win, etc., etc. Let's get this football into the end zone here, Malik. Okay. Malik Willison, Tannehill's out. Flex Hubbard, Hollywood, or Osborne, 10-man. I think Osborne might be your safest play, broski. I mean, he really is safe. He should get a lot of volume. Hollywood something in between, and Hubbard's high risk, high reward because he could get game scripted out immediately or he could get a ton of work. It just depends on the flow of the game. I kind of think Carolina's going to be down bad. JT or Hollywood, I go JT personally, but, that's a close one. That could go 100,000 different ways. Spears, 48-yard run. Sorry, Young. Young just said he made the right choice. He's in the game still. They might hand it off to him. He could score right here. Spears is so exciting. Is that a defensive offsides there? Sack. Willis sacked. First and goal now turns to second and 7, second and goal. Willis is in hurry-up mode. A minute and 29 ticking down. Ravens are trying to stop this team from getting in the end zone. But it is a two-possession game. Willis throws a football into the end zone. There's a flag. Wow, Baltimore just can't do anything right. This is a depleted Tennessee Titan offense, and the Baltimore Ravens are screwing the pooch here on defense because they don't need to be doing this. They don't need to be having penalties left and right against a headless team. Unbelievable. Super chat from Young. Spears heard me. Spears heard you loud and clear, broski. He said, let me show you. Let me show you. Hort says, Olave, Metcalf, or Nico start 2. Already played Flowers. Olave and probably Metcalf for me. Nico's very tough to sit, but he will be probably blanketed by Lattimore, we assume. We don't know for sure, but... So, yeah. Pick 2 running backs. Willis trying to sneak in. Can't do it. Oh, almost did it. He heard me. Down to the 2-yard line. Flag, though. Probably holding on. Oh, is that on? Who is that holding on someone? Pick 2 running back for Madison Pierce, Moss, Ramondre Chuba. I'd be very tempted to give Ramondre a go here. I think they're going to try to run the ball a lot. I guess I go Ramondre and Moss for safety, Ramondre and Pierce for a little bit higher risk, higher reward, but there's risk to strike out on that one. That's a tough one. Chris Johnson, appreciate you with the super. KJ, Debo, Garrett Wilson, who we rocking with? I'm not putting Debo on the bench. And I think that they try and utilize him a ton, but your safest play probably is KJ. I mean, but is that safe, meaning like 8 to 10 points? Yeah. You'll probably be guaranteed 8 to 10 points. If you need 8 to 10 points only, KJ's probably your guy. Barkley or Ford, I probably wait on Barkley with that option. You know, it's like Ford could get you 4 points anyway or something. I mean, I don't know. Anything can happen. Malik Willis, 1st and goal from the 10. Sacked again. So if the Ravens could just stop stepping on their own feet, this is going to be pretty easy for them. 55 seconds left. They got to throw the ball into the end zone and then kick it onside, get the football back, and score a touchdown. So, we'll see what happens. Willis back, throws a football into the end zone. Hopkins can't get to it. I'm surprised there wasn't a penalty there. Hopkins hurt his hand. Hopkins' hand is hurt. Hopkins pulled his glove off immediately. Hopkins is probably not going back into the game. This is one of those things where you're like, okay, if the team is so bad, will the player just sit out there at the end of the season? This is what I fear about Devontae Adams. This is what I fear about Jacobs. This is what I fear about a lot of players that are in horrible situations. Even JJ to some extent. JJ could potentially, not return to football because what's the point? Why put your career in jeopardy? Why put your body in that kind of put it in a trauma state every freaking day? Elgin with the dollar holler. Elgin, I appreciate you. Nothing attached, but I will look and see if you have any sort of message or anything. Lego Batman with a $20 holler. Let's go. Lego Batman. Lego Batman to the moon. Lego Batman. We're looking for Devontae Smith today, Lego. Make it happen. Make it happen, Lego. Lego is our official Batman, and he's putting up the bat signal for Devontae Smith. Thank you, Lego. Appreciate you for your super chat. Just Sherman, drop Kincaid or Bigsby for a tight end this week. Probably Kincaid this week, but don't drop Bigsby. He's got league-winning potential. Thank you very much for the super chat. And Matthew with a $2 holler. I have Purdy start Laporta or roll with Kittle. I guess I go Laporta. I go Laporta. Very, very, very tough call, though, to be honest. Thank you, Lego Batman. And Elgin, I don't know if Elgin asked a question. Let me see if Elgin, I don't know. I don't see any. Elgin says, Smitty, pick one Ferguson, Pitts. I'd probably go Ferguson's your steady Eddie play. Elgin. And Pitts is your high risk, high reward, depending on what you need, broski. I mean, there's no good choice there, to be honest. DJ Moore. So if you need steady or somewhat steady, I go Ferguson. That's like 6 points, 7 points. If you need like a chance for 1 or 2 points or 0 or maybe 15, go Kyle Pitts. DJ Moore or Olave or Pickens. I'd probably go DJ Moore, bro. He's just on fire. The matchup's great. Laporta or Waller. Easy call, Laporta. Not even really a question in my mind. Very, very easy call for me. YouTube or Instagram. Let me see if I got any more badge questions here. I got a badge brought by Christopher. Christopher, appreciate you, Christopher. My boy Chris. Trade Fields for Higgins. I probably would not do that, pal. Fields is worth way more than that. From my badge, Mr. Wallace. Appreciate you, Mr. Wallace. Chris, are you still here? Thank you for the badge. Chris bought a badge. Who else bought a badge? Should I trade Fields for T. Higgins and have PPR? I have Joe Burrow. You need to trade one, but do not trade Fields for that low of a price tag. Smitty, should I start Lockett? This is from Uncovered NFL. Uncovered NFL, you still here? Lockett or Dotson? You got to go Lockett, I guess. I don't know if you have to go Lockett, but I guess I would go Lockett. Let's go Christopher Wing. Appreciate you. Justin Fields for T. Higgins? No. Burrow's my QB1. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. I'm sorry it took me so long to answer that question. Thank you for dropping that badge. My guy. My broski. Sorry you had to repeat that so many times. Thank you, Mr. Wallace, for buying the badge. I think I got all my badge people taken care of. Olave, Devontae Smith. Trade Wallace says trade Cam Akers for Tank Dell. Sure, I'll do that. Thank you, Wallace. Appreciate you. Where's Wing? All right, Paul with a $2 hauler says keep Keaton Mitchell as a stash. Absolutely. I mean, it depends on what you're leaving out there on the waiver wire, but of course I would keep him if I could. Let's take a couple phone calls. G-Man from Florida. G-Man, what can I do for you?
Hey, Vinny. Just start Nico Collins or Brandon Ayuk.
I mean, Nico should be blanketed, bro. You know, I would. Yeah, huh?
With Lattimore.
I mean, I just think that he's gonna be the focal point of the entire defense, right, on the pass catching side. So I'd probably just say, like, give me. You said Ayuk, right? Ayuk. I'd probably say Ayuk. I know there's concerns, environment concerns, and all that, but I just think that they run him, they throw to him. I'm just not gonna trust that. Yeah, it's tough though, bro. You got to trust your gut. Laporta.
Yeah, sounds good. I've been my guy. I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Good question. I'm sure a lot of people are struggling with it, and honestly, it's not a 50-50 call. It feels like it's a little better than that, but it definitely is like a 60-40 call. You know. Because anything could happen. Yeah. I mean, Nico without Tank Dell, it's like salivating when you hear it, but then you start thinking, oh, shit. I mean, it's the Saints, and they're going to try and lock him down. I don't know. It's a tough call, bro.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm going to go with Ayuk and hope for the best.
All right, bro. Later. Appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Same thing with the Debo question in the chat. Debo, I'm going Debo over Nico. I get Nico's by himself now, and it's an attractive proposition this week. But Breece Hall or Godwin, go Breece Hall. Okay, Brandon with a $2 hauler. Hollywood Brown, Joe Mixon, Jacoby, Chris Godwin. I'm going to go probably Joe Mixon in this question right here. Second choice would probably be, I would say, either Chris Godwin or Hollywood. That's pretty even. Matt with a $20 hauler. Matt to the moon. Matt, we're doing it a little bit more speed style today on the celebratory $20 haulers, but we're sending you to the moon as well.
To the moon.
Matt goes to the moon and gets the $20 hauler celebration. Hey, Smitty, we do the working out, but not on Sunday because I got to get through all this stuff. Hey, Smitty, flex one. Rashad White, Hubbard, DeMarcado, or Foreman. Probably going to go Foreman of this lot right here. Big O, 10-month membership question, JSN, Michael Wilson, Reynolds. I go Michael Wilson. Thank you, Big O, for dropping that membership question. You are the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you again, Matt. Matt, for the
to the moon.
For the $20 hauler, you monster. You absolute straight monster, Matt. Monster Matt. That's his new name, Monster Matt. Thank you, pal. Hollywood Brown, Joe Mixon, Jacoby, Chris Godwin. I think I just answered that one here. Yeah, Mixon. Charles T, appreciate you, my guy, dropping the super chat. $5 hauler, full PPR. Would you drop Michael Wilson, Tank Dell, or Quentin Johnson for Curtis Samuel? Curtis Samuel and Quentin Johnson feel about the same to me. I know that could change as the season evolves, so that for that reason I'd understand keeping him. Curtis Samuel is going to be hot and cold. I probably, just to tell you, I probably think Michael Wilson probably is the best starter. Then maybe Curtis Samuel in that order this week. Tight end Kmet or Logan Thomas. I'm going to go Kmet. I know Logan Thomas has a good matchup, so to speak, but I feel like Kmet's got a good matchup too, and his quarterback is on fire and ready to go. Perps with a 20. Perps with a 20 and a moonshot because we're going fast today, not standing up and doing the. So I want to give you your flowers, Perps, for dropping that 20. You are the man, the myth, the legend. One more moonshot.
To the moon.
Because you're such a beast. And Perp says, Smitty, 12-man PPR, currently 2-3. Should I start Dotson or DeMarcado? I'd probably go DeMarcado or get Bourne, Atwell, Gallup. I'd probably go DeMarcado. I know there's some risk, and understand that. There is some risk that they, number one on the depth charts, Ingram. Everybody talking about it. You know, was it a mistake to pick up DeMarcado over Ingram on the depth chart? But to be honest with you, I still feel like, not to say it's a ruse, but I do feel like, it doesn't make sense that they would just shove DeMarcado to the side. He's touchdown scoring, knows for the end zone. He's a guy they trust in the passing game. I think Ingram could be, technically speaking, the starter on paper still and get the ball. Maybe he gets the start. Maybe he's the guy they use between the tackles or whatever. And even though he's just, not a huge guy, and they put DeMarcado in there when they want to, or they put DeMarcado in there between the tackles, and they just have Ingram in there, at certain spot duty. I don't know. I don't know the answer to it, but I do feel like DeMarcado feels like the better player. So we'll see if the better player hits the field. I could be wrong. 12-man PPR from Perks. Perps, 2-3. Should I start Dotson or DeMarcado? So there's that answer. And then for my flex, Waller or Ferguson. As long as Waller's playing, look up the news on him right now because I'm live and I can't even check. Just make sure he's a go, and if so, I guess Waller, Perps. But I don't love playing Waller, but I would probably play him in that situation. Just make sure he's good to go. DeMarcado or Downs. I'd probably lean Downs in this situation. Minshew loves Downs, but I think they're pretty close, and I think DeMarcado might be a little riskier but have a little bit more upside. So you could, but Downs is solid. Downs will be 10 points. If you need 10 points, get Downs in there. If you want a risk of 2 points or 15, maybe DeMarcado. You got any underdog picks today? Did good for me Thursday. I do. I'm going to end the Instagram live. I'll see you guys all later. Get on over to my YouTube. We're live right now. Link in the bio. Appreciate you, IG. And real quickly, IG, let me see if there are any other badge questions real quickly, just in case I missed any. Let me scroll through here and just make sure I didn't miss any badge questions. My badge people, I appreciate you very much. Wallace, thank you again for buying a badge. Cam Akers, Tank Dell. I'd rather have Tank Dell, but Tank Dell's out this week. Make sure you know that. All right, see you all on YouTube. Go click the link in the bio. Okay, so my IG ended. Thank you all my badge supporters. You know who you are. Okay, so let me drop that on there, and then let me share this real quick. Fantasy football. Okay, here we go. Let me go over to Underdog. And guys, Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. They'll match up to $100 in your first. Actually, up to $500. They'll match up to $500 in your first deposit. They will essentially double your first deposit up to $500 by using promo code Smitty. Or this link, either one, code Smitty or this link. I'll drop it right there. So make sure you're playing Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. And if I had to give you a couple high lows, let me put you right here, and we'll come back to that while it's loading for me because my IG's uploading my live. $10 hauler from
the moon.
From J Rock. J Rock got a flex. Quick 12 team, got PPR. I traded Swift, Pittman for Diggs. I don't mind that at all. And I turned Ingram and Roshan into Jacobs. I don't hate that, but I would try and flip Jacobs. But he might do okay this week and get you some value. Who knows? Then turned Diggs and Waller into Kelsey, Ford, and Goff. That one's yeah. I mean, I'd almost rather have Diggs and Kelsey right now, but just by a hair. But I don't hate that trade. Then turn Jacobs back into Swift. I don't mind that. At the end of the day, it's a good amount of rotation. But that's great. I got a flex right quick 12 team. I don't know what the flex question is, but you did good on that on that series of trades at the end of the day. And I got Michael Obama as Waterboy. Thank you, Dribble. Appreciate your super chat. Waddle, Ridley, Lamb, Walker, JT, pick 4. I'm gonna go Waddle, Ridley, Lamb, Walker, and JT until his role is proven. But you got some good trade bait on your hands. Sit 2, full PPR. St. Brown, Calvin Ridley, Brandon Ayuk, Nico Collins, and Jordan Addison need this win, please. Sit 2, full PPR. I'm starting St. Brown. I'm starting Ridley. I'm starting probably Addison for safety or Ayuk for high risk, high reward. And then you sit Nico and the other one. So if you need high risk, high reward play, like you're down, you might want to go Addison safer, but Ayuk's got higher risk, high reward. I wish there was an easier way to say that, but there's just not. But at least I've got it narrowed down to that choice for you. London or Higgins this week? I probably go Higgins. I feel like that's the easier call. Let me see if I can put this. I'm gonna plug in, and then we're gonna roll over to the Underdog Fantasy picks. Okay, so let's plug in here and get these Underdog picks up, and we'll go through one together. Okay, we'll pick one as a group. Let me just click on that. All right, here we go, Brownie. You ready? Let's go. Let's create some magic right here. So this featured one, Bijan Robinson, 95 total yards. Looks like this is a boost, right? I think he has over 95 total yards. Let's not hit that one yet, because I think there are a bunch of scorchers that I like here. So let's find a couple of scorchers. McCaffrey, I feel like McCaffrey's going to have a touchdown. So we'll go McCaffrey higher on the touchdown. I feel like Debo, I'm going to go higher on that 1.25 touchdown. I know that's counting on 2 scores there, but is there an INT here for PJ Walker? Let's go sacks taken 3. Unless there's an INT. Oh, fumbles lost times 2. Let's do that one. Fumbles lost, PJ Walker times 2. Let's do it live. So we got a lot right on that Niner game, right? Let's go toward, there's another one over here somewhere. Tua Tagovailoa. This isn't a scorcher, but I do feel like, yeah, let's not go near that one. Raheem Mostert, okay, we'll stay away from that one. Tyreek Hill, I feel like he's going to have more than 89.5 rushing receiving yards. So I'm going to hit that one. And then let's see here. Don't feel the need to use all of these. These are some of the ones that I'm feeling pretty good about when I just run across it. Bijan, we do have that over 95 feature boost. Let's do that. Oh, we can't use that with Scorcher. Cam Akers, no thank you. Madison, Osborne, Addison a TD. Let's do that one. So with all these, this pays $3.75 on just $5. I'm just gonna hit the 5 so you guys can see that in action. $5 pays that $300 and something because of all the different scorchers, the scorchers that we have. Let's go through a couple more. So let's keep going down here. What did Hawkinson have? Hawkinson touchdown, scorcher 1.25. Let's take it. Fields rushing touchdown. I think he's due. We'll take that scorcher 1.25 touchdown. DJ Moore touchdown. I think Fields has a day. Let's go 1.5. Minshew, let's pass on that one. Taylor, kind of see Taylor get in the end zone today. 1.5 times Scorcher. I feel like he's going to get a score. Trevor Lawrence, 1.5 TD passes. That's a normal one. It's not a Scorcher. $5 pays $3.51. Submit on that one. So we got a couple good ones right there. Those are $300 tickets off of $5. So there you go. There you go, my broski. Appreciate you asking that question, dropping the $20 hauler. Hopefully some of those, you don't have to do all those on one, maybe mix the two together. Thank you for your super chat. Raider Ray dropping a $20 hauler. Does Raider Ray have another question? Let's see if Raider Ray didn't attach anything. Raider Ray. Raider Ray says pick 2. Puka, Waddle, Addison. I'm going to go Waddle and Puka. Is Addison safe, bro? Very, very safe. But if you were to sit anybody, you'd have to sit Waddle for Addison. But I'm going to go Waddle and Puka personally, Ray. And thank you, Ray. Ray with a $20 hauler dropping fire. We're going to give you a moonshot as well, Ray, in recognition of your awesomeness, your awesomeness, Ray. Appreciate you, Ray. We're trading Jacobs, and for who? Jacobs for Debo, Waddle, Lamb, Devontae Smith, Olave, St. Brown, Ridley, and if you got to give up more for St. Brown and Ridley, you do that. Breece Hall, ETN, Aaron Jones hurt right now. You know, everyone feels Swift. All those give up way more and do bigger deals, but definitely would definitely send him packing for anything in that realm. A QB upgrade, a huge QB upgrade to Jalen Hurts. Awesomeness, absolute awesomeness, bro. We trading Jacobs, we are. Javonte, Roschon, or Jeff Wilson off waivers. I'm going to go Roschon. Getting in preparation for next week, pal. Be awesome. Be awesome. Go get Roschon. $2 hauler, T-Law or Stroud. I'm going to go T-Law, but that's me. You gotta ride your own wave. You know what I mean? Like, that's my wave. And maybe I crash on it. Maybe the wave takes me out and I go stumbling and bumbling and my surfboard gets ripped off from my cord, and I'm just lost at sea. I don't know. Addison or Gabe Davis. Addison's a tiny bit safer. He is. He really is. The volume should be there, but Gabe Davis has maybe a tad more TD, 2 TD potential, but a shot for 4 points. You know what I mean? So definitely feel like you got to pick your poison there. Go Raiders, says owner Sam. Big Rod says go Raiders. Superfish says upside is with DJ Moore. I agree, whatever Superfish is saying there. Happy PR Moss, JT, or Downs. I'd probably go JT over Moss this week. JT over Moss this week for me. I know that's a tough one for everybody to. All right, let's get it on, man. Let's get this quad box NFL Sunday ticket box going. We'll click on this one right here. This is the Jaguar Red Zone Niners. It's got the quad box. T-minus 2 minutes. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you for your super chats. JT or Madison, I'm going JT. Good luck to everybody. We'll be doing a wrap-up show after the games. Hopefully we have an amazing day today. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all after the games. Kickoff begins now. Good luck, everybody. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for all my $20 haulers. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. I had Raider Ray with a $20 hauler, Brownie with the $20 hauler, Perps, Matt, Lego Batman. Lego Batman was here. And we had Salty Chopper dropping the first super chat. Garrett dropping the first super chat of the night. Salty Chopper dropping that 20. Appreciate every single freaking one of you. Go be awesome. Go be awesome today. Drop it. Do it live. See you all after the games. Metcalf or Swift, Jimmy? Probably Swift. But, bro, that's tough. That's tough, my guy. That's really, really tough. Starting Sharp, sitting DeMarcado. That is bold, Senior Rojo. Got 6 starting level running backs on one of my teams. You definitely got to make some trades then, Sam. Appreciate every single one of you. Please hit that thumb up button. We only have 89 thumbs up and like 300 people in here still. Can we please get that thumb up number rocking? Hit it. Do it live. See you all in just a handful of hours, roughly 6 hours from now, with a wrap-up show of the afternoon and morning games. Deuces. Appreciate you. Later.